guys, how are you all doing today? Back with you. Gonna finish up my simulator golf tour rounds. Started one yesterday. I did the forward tour, auto putt, finished round one. Today I need to finish round two, and then I need to go ahead and do both rounds for the standard, forward standard tour. That's the one where we do have to actually putt out and kind of complete it. It's on the same course, so I'm essentially going to be playing this course 3 times today, just to kind of wrap up this Santa Express Open. I will know tomorrow how I actually finished, and I'll share that with you guys, just so you see how I finished on these tournaments. A couple of things I'm going to do different today as well is I'm going to try to play as much as I can with the fans off, just to kind of help with the that ambient sound until I get the wireless mic that can do noise canceling. I do have that on order, but probably won't get that until the new year, until I start the actual official PGA Tour Simulator Golf Tour. I think the first event is January 12th, and it takes place in Kapalua, the Plantation course. So it's going to follow the exact PGA Tour for 2026. And week to week, I'm going to play the exact same courses that the professionals are playing. It's going to be kind of fun. I do my first iteration of trying this, so I already watch the tour, throughout the season every single week. So this is just going to add a whole other element to where I kind of feel like I'm participating in something, even though I'm sitting here in my simulator in South Texas. A couple of things I do want to go through. I'm going to explain a little bit the rules of the simulator golf tour setup. I think I mentioned a few things yesterday about what would disqualify you from the forward tour versus the web tour versus the web plus tour. So I'll start off with that here. So what we have on the screen is the actual simulator golf tour setup. If you click here at the top, so basically the website is simulatorgolf.com. That would take you to the main site. You can choose the type of tour you want to play. So auto putt is what we're going to look at first, and standard, the icon changes to orange. Standard tour is the one where you have to putt out. So obviously this is pretty self-explanatory. If we go to the tours and the eligibility, this just kind of talks about what each tour, what you need to do to kind of qualify for each. So the forward tour, this is the one that I was talking about. It's designed for new players to the golf sim space. They're not very competitive, which I would say I'm not very competitive right now. My game is getting better, but this is a good place to start. Some of the restrictions here is that you cannot hit 2 or more shots over 135 miles an hour in one round of the tournament. So I could technically hit a shot 135 miles an hour on round 1, and then in round 2 I could hit another shot 135 miles an hour. But if I hit more than 2 in a single round, that's going to automatically give me a disqualification. The other stipulation there is that you cannot hit 10 or more shots over 135 miles an hour on any other tour. So that means I play 3 different tours. So I play the auto putt forward tour, I play the standard, the forward tour standard, and then I also play the web tour, and then the web tour auto putt. So I play basically, those two tours are what I take place in. So across any of those, if I do hit over 135 miles an hour and at least 10 or more shots, then it's going to automatically just remove me from the forward tour. I won't be able to play in that. So I don't generally reach that swing speed. I might get close, but I don't generally reach that swing speed, so I should be okay. But anyway, that's the stipulation for the forward tour that I was talking about. If I scroll down, the web tour, this just kind of is designed for the same type of stipulation, but now they kind of up the miles per hour to 150. So if I'm not reaching 135, then it's very likely I'm not going to reach 150. There's also like a drive distance. So if people are consistently hitting over like 250 yards on their drives, they're likely going to get moved out of the web tour, and they're going to have to go to another place. Then there's another one down here. It's called the Web Plus Tour. This is a unique one because, I'll explain it. You can have a real fast swing speed, but I'm not trying to be rude here, but you might just suck. Like, you can hit it, you can swing fast, and you can probably cross that 135 or whatever, the 150 miles an hour. But if you're not hitting at 250 yards, then you would you kind of have a hard time playing in the tour that, those stipulations are kind of in place. So they have this Web Plus tour for those kind of players who, they have high swing speeds, but they're not necessarily, driving it straight, even though they're swinging 150 miles an hour. So they seem to have a tour that fits every kind of player. That's kind of enough about that. I'm going to go ahead and start my warm-up session here. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to warm up on the SKyTrak golf range, but I'm going to pick their Christmas holiday range to warm up on, just to kind of show you guys another flavor of why I really like SKyTrak. They do mix it up with their software. They give you a lot of options, so you can break the monotony of just going and seeing the same exact driving range every single time by using all of the things that are available in their software. So let me get that loaded up. You guys remember, order of operations is we want to start the SKyTrak first. There it is, booting up. And then we want to go ahead and we want to get the SKyTrak software loaded. So I'm going to launch the SKyTrak software. Get this booted up. I'm going to get logged into it. And then once everything's connected and the license file is checked and everything's good, then we'll load up the driving range. This is going to go into my new playlist location called Jabberwocken. I'm going to use this location just to kind of share general information about how I'm doing the tour. If I have any information like I just shared with you about the simulator golf tour, I'll put it in playlists there, and I'll also just have my warm-up sessions kind of in that same space, just to kind of keep things organized. If you guys just want to see me play a specific tour or a specific SKyTrak course, then you can just go through the playlists and kind of pick that. Again, I do thank you guys for following me. It's a journey, it's neat, it's something that breaks the monotony of the day-to-day, and I really enjoy playing simulator golf, and I really enjoy sharing information with you also. If you have an interest in doing it, I'm hoping that I can give you all the information you need so you can kind of get started and get on your own little journey to this same type of setup. So looks like it's loaded up, looks like we're good. All green dots on my SKyTrak. Everything looks good, so we're going to go out to a practice range. I'm going to go to ranges. I'm going to hit play now, and then from this play now, I'm going to scroll down, or maybe it's up. I believe they have a holiday range. Winter Wonderland, that's what they call it. So we're going to load this one up today. I don't know what the sound is like. That is one thing I do want to apologize yesterday. If you did watch my inaugural round 1 from the GS Pro simulator tour, I noticed that the background noise from GS Pro was like blaring over what I was trying to say. So I'll get that all sorted out. I did adjust the volume, so anything playing in the background from the software should be at 50%. It was at 100%, so that's why it kind of drowned it out what I was trying to explain to you. No guarantees, I'm still figuring it out, but let's get started here. On the Winter Wonderland golf range. This does have music, so I'm not sure how loud it's going to be, but let's just see what happens. You might hear it in the background. Okay, so we're going to go to custom bag. I usually start off my sessions with the pitching wedge, just make it easy, just to kind of get started. But again, just kind of breaking the monotony. So I don't think I've ever been on a driving range that looks like this, but here's one. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll get warmed up. Hit a few balls out there. Go through the pitching wedge to the 9-iron. I'll go to the 8. Not sure if I'll go to the 7 because I'm going to play a lot of golf today. So probably just those three or four clubs, and then we'll just get started. One thing that is important is you do need to make sure that you do warm up, because the other day I think I was trying to demo this for one of my cousins, and he was in here and I was hitting the ball and it was cold outside, and I did end up pulling like a little muscle here in the side of my rib cage. Kind of took me down for a couple of days, but I recovered from that. So proper warm up is key. Let's go with this right now. So without further ado, let's get started. You guys know that my pitching wedge, it's going to dictate how the day's going to go. With my first shot, which that's what this is, first shot of the day. I am looking for this thing to go 95 to 100 yards. If we hit that number, then we'll be in for a good day. If not, we'll just have to figure it out along the way. So, first shot of the day. See what we got here. It's a good indicator that's straight down the course. 89 is not bad for a starter. First swing of the day, not bad. Really happy with the shape. So it's going straight right off the bat. As my shoulders loosen up, it's going to go further. You guys kind of saw this after about 3 or 4 shots. The green numbers started to show and the distance started to show, so let's keep going. Second shot, it's going to be out to the right a little bit. I felt it. Cool thing is if you hit any of these targets, they actually blow up. So that makes it fun. You can reset them, so if you tend to hit in the same area and you still want to blow the snowman up, you can reset them. So I didn't set any flags out there because it's kind of a moot point here. On a regular driving range, it's kind of cool to put a green and a flag out there, but there's so many things out there we can hit. Let's just see what we have. Get that one fat. It's not going to go very far, but I'm happy with the distance. I'm sorry, with the direction. So our club face is not too open. It's just we hit it fat. So let's get that swing worked out. We'll warm up some more, and then we'll get going. That's a good one. It's going to go out to the right, but that's a good one. Good distance. There's our first 100 for the day. Now, let's work on the draw and bring it back to the left side of the line. You guys know that's my favorite shot, my favorite setup, so that's what we're going to focus on while we're working in here. And then eventually we can replicate this on the course. And we'll start taking people's lunch money. There you go. A little closer to the line. Distance is going to be good. Start to get the numbers up in the proper section we want them in. So yesterday I really did have a great round. I went back and watched it last night, and I really I left a lot. There was a lot. I could have shot a lot lower score, but I just missed some opportunities. So I'm hoping I can capitalize on those today, get my score down, and then finish, pretty high in the tour. Didn't look too bad yesterday, but don't want to jinx it. That's a good one right there. That's going to be 100 plus, and it's going to be just right. Nice. Still need to get that turn going so we can get that shot shape going from the right side of the line across to the left side. That's what we want. It's a little fat, but that's a better shot shape. Okay, there's a draw. 99 yards. You guys know what I really pay attention to, right? Because if you saw the first episode, it is that shot dispersion. So the heat map on the mini map on the right, as long as that red dot stays pretty consistent, then we're going to have a good round. If we start to scatter it left and right, we got some work to do. That's a great shot right there. Nice little draw to it. Might hit just over. And the numbers, the visual is a really good thing. Orange, I can just look up and know how good or bad that shot was based off of the colors. But I've also gotten to the point where I can actually feel, as soon as the ball leaves the club, I can feel it's going to be a good one. It's going to be off to the right, off to the left. It's just something that I've learned over the last 6-7 months, where I really started focusing on contact. We'll hit 2 more with this and we'll move over to the 9. Alright, that's going to be a great one. Baby. Yeah, a baby draw to it. Distance is great, 111 yards for a pitching wedge. If you guys remember, we're playing the same course that is at that 4,700 elevation, so that these numbers, they don't mean anything other than I know what they run at sea level. So we did have to make some adjustments yesterday to account for the elevation change. Last one. That's a great one to finish on. Should have a little draw to it. That's a perfect one right there. Might hit the snowman just over him. 101. All right, I can live with that. All right, let's change clubs. Go to the 9-iron. Again, I hope the background noise is not overwhelming. If so, I apologize. And I will get that all sorted out. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down on the TV here, this monitor, just so we don't pick it up twice, because there's the camera that's actually doing the recording is also the microphone, so I don't want it to be too overwhelming. All right, 9-iron. So my 9-iron usually goes 120, 124 to 131. That's the number we're looking for, but more importantly, we're looking for the placement. So it'll be right around the center line or just to the left. It's not a little fat, but I do like the shot shape. Has a little draw to it. And there's the distance, 107. Not too bad. This is just going to show carry, obviously, because there's no place for it to roll out if it lands in the water. But in golf, that's really all you care about, is how far this ball carries. Because depending on how it lands, you're never really going to know how far it can run out. Also depends on if the ground is firm, if it's on an upslope, if the ground is wet. So none of that really matters. What really matters is how far did it go in the air before it landed. And where did it land? That's the number you need to kind of keep in the back of your head. Because then that's how you know how to dial in your clubs when you're on the golf course. And then you can make those adjustments based off the firmness and the course conditions. That's a good one right there. That might be our first 120. Yeah, if it would have rolled out to 120, that would have been a great shot. We should be carrying this 120 though, so we got to get our swing speed up a little bit, but that's just part of the warm-up process. You don't want to swing too fast too soon. That's a really good shot shape. If you see, kind of went just to the right of the left of the line and came right back to the center, so that's a baby fade. And again, all the indicators on the right-hand side that show the club, that's going to tell you why it did what it did. The blue line is what your, again, I just put your face, the position of your face at impact, and then the pink line is your club path. So I swung it back and I hit through the ball, but I came across it, so out to in that's what the shot was. To hit a draw, you want to go from the inside outside. So let's go. And then let's hope this SKyTrak cooperates today. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let me get one more, and then we will move on to the 8, and we will get this round started. Yeah, that's 119, so we're almost at the 120 mark. And let's go. One last shot with the 9-iron. Again, the dispersion circle and the mini map, they all seem to be in the same general area. That's what we want. That one should be just in the same spot. A little bit further. Nice. 115 to 119. That was pretty consistent. That will only get better as the day goes on and we get a little looser, so I'm happy with that. Alright, let's go ahead and hit the 8. And the 8-iron. When fully warmed up, that thing should go about 130. You should carry about 130 yards in the air. It should roll out to 140. What we'll probably see here in this warm-up session, it might just hit 125. It might hit 120 until we get fully warmed up. Or maybe just hit 130 right off the bat. You can see that it's gone a lot further. 134. Okay, we're doing good. That would have hit the 140 mark on the, probably in the software, if we would have been on a course. And those numbers are really important because when we're trying to hit a specific area of the golf course on the fairway, you gotta know exactly how far it's gonna go. That's two really great shots. Pull that across my body, but it's gonna go far. Alrighty, 136. This is looking good. Yesterday, I think the thing that really helped us was that our 6-iron was doing exactly what it needed to do. All green numbers, by the way, so we are getting warm. The 6-iron was going 170, 180 on that particular golf course, which would have translated to about 155 here in this simulator at sea level. I had that fat, but the shot was good. Shape was good. I think I told you guys what fat meant, right? It's basically when you hit behind the ball first into the turf, and then you catch it on the way up, that slows your momentum down. Therefore, you don't get as much distance on the club. An ideal shot is, they always say, imagine hitting through the ball and hit the ball that's in front of it. So you want to hit the ball first, kind of into the turf, and then that's what gets it. That's what gets it in the air. A lot of times, people when they learn how to play golf, they think you actually have to scoop the golf ball up, and that's not the case. You got to use the loft of the club to get it in the air. That's pretty good. Let's hit two more with this, and then move on. Get the simulator round started. Happy with that. That's going to be a draw. I came across it actually. If we look at the replay, again, we're really near the front of the line though, so we're good. It only went 128 yards, but that's because I killed a lot of the speed by coming across it. And you can see it there in the little mini map. The pink line is coming across the ball. We want that pink line to be going more, I would say like from the bottom right corner to the top left corner. That's the shot. That's the path we want it to take. See if I can get one, just so you can see a good one. That might be one. That's going pretty straight, just based on the run. Yeah, that was straight back, straight forward. But that's what you want in an ideal situation. You just want it to go straight. I'll take one more. I do want to see if I can get a draw on it. But if I can get that working all day, this little straight shot, game over. Let's set up for the draw. Let's see if we can make this one draw. Okay, that one twisted. Yep, we're not going to finish with that shot. We're going to finish with a good shot. All right, one last one. Keep saying that, right? We will. Oh, that's a great one. Gonna go out there for a mile. It's a perfect one to finish on, 140 yards. It is offline, but I'll take the distance. How far offline was it? 100 face to target. Got side spin. Okay, all good. That's going to do it for this warm-up session, guys. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'll start another one up as we get the simulator golf tour going, okay? Talk to you guys in a few minutes.